Hello and welcome to another scrapbooking process video. I'm Tracy, also known as MercyTiara, and I do scrapbooking process videos and more here on my channel. This is a layout that I created yesterday using the Celebrate kit and add-ons. Now, I had already cut the cut file that comes in the Celebrate kit. It's this beautiful snowy background. Each kit comes with a background file and also some icon cut files as well. And so I cut this out of the white glitter paper that comes in the cardstock add-on for the Celebrate kit. Oh my goodness, I love that cardstock. It's so pretty. And I chose it specifically to work with this cut file, but you can also use it for lots of other things as well. So I know I want to use this cut file, and I grabbed this photo from last winter. We actually haven't had any snow yet this year, but I was excited to scrapbook an older photo that didn't get documented last year. So I have lots of different options here. A part of me really loves the idea of the tone on tone that goes with layering that white cut file over a white background. I thought that would give a really nice, soft, subtle look to those snowflakes. I also really like the softness that comes from using the lighter craft paper here. That lighter craft paper is called Potter's Clay. And I really love a really light craft paper like that. We do sell packages of that at our shop. So if you're looking for Potter's Clay, you can nab that in our shop when you get your kit this month. I keep going back and forth between the darker, like the regular shade of craft, the lighter shade of craft, and the white. And I even took a moment there to think about using some of the other cardstock pieces that come in the Celebrate kit. It comes with that beautiful turquoise color, as well as that coral color, as well as black. So I went ahead and did a little demonstration of how it would look on either of those, but I think I'm leaning towards one of the two crafts or white. I'm also having a look through some of the beautiful pattern paper. I haven't used the kit yet, so everything is completely uncut, and I'm just really adoring looking through all of these really pretty patterns. They're just so gorgeous. I love this kit. Now, this month, our kits come with a fabulous newsletter, which includes news of happenings around our community as well as from our warehouse. And also it includes our kit planning tool, which gives you some spaces to document some sketches and write down some ideas for things that you'd like to do with your kit each month. So I'm very happy to be using that. As you see, I have decided to go with the softer craft background. So that's the Potter's Clay from Basil. And I am going to think that I'm going to do this for quite some time, and that I am going to make a switch towards maybe the middle or the end. Now, that kit planning tool gives you lots of opportunities to write out ideas of different products you want to use, photos you want to use. It also has a color matching tool in the newsletter each month, so that's really fun. You can take it to your mixed media supplies and pick out some colors, as I did. I've decided to go with turquoise and purple as my main colors for this page. I just thought that the turquoise and purple would really pick up on the cool ideas of snowfall. You know, snow is so beautiful and bluey and cool looking, so I just wanted to go with some of those colors. I adore the boldness that a diagonal black and white stripe brings to a page. When I saw this diagonal black and white stripe, I just had to have it for our kit. So it is in the Celebrate kit, and you may even see this paper show up in other kits, because I think that a diagonal black and white stripe is just such a versatile print that I just can use it over and over again on almost every page. So you might see that design pop up again in future kits. Now, I just want to have a very small layer here of these prints that I've picked out. So I have that floral print that has turquoises and greens and blues and purples in it. And I also have that purple one that's a Chamel main character energy. This is also Chamel's main character energy, this floral. And I'm just combining them in a way that little bits of them are showing on either side. And then I'm going to just tuck them so that most of my layers in the photo covers up most of that really large snowflake. And then the smaller snowflakes will layer on top of my papers and photo. I decided to use this doily, which I had left over from a previous kit. It's actually left over from the Gather kit. And I kind of wish that I had used the doily from the Joy kit instead. The Joy kit had gold doilies, and later on I'm going to end up wishing that I had put gold there. But you'll see that when the time comes. Now this cut file was very intricate and not every little bit came out, so I'm just picking out the little centers of some of the snowflake pieces. And some of that snowflake design did tear off. I was just a little bit fast in pulling it off of my cutting mat. And so one of the little arms of one of the snowflakes is cut off, and I just have it in a plastic sleeve. I will put it on at the middle towards the end of this page. Now here I am changing my mind and deciding to go with the darker craft. This darker craft, although I really love the idea of this page being a very soft page, the darker craft gives this page a lot more contrast between the white and the background. When I cut this, it cut uneven for some reason. I think I just didn't carefully line up my trimmer. And so in order to fix that, I just grabbed my Caterpillar crop, which is just a heavier duty trimmer, and it has a more exact line on it. So it's a little bit easier when I've made a mistake to just fix it with that bigger trimmer. So I've glued my background piece onto my background paper, and I just used my Art Glitter Dries Clear Designer Adhesive for that. Here I am just applying that little broken piece that I kept in a little folder, just to make sure I didn't lose it. And now my background is all ready. I'm going to slip my layers in between the snowflakes like this. And this kit comes with some ribbon. It's been a long time since I've used ribbon on a scrapbook layout, but I really love the texture that it adds because it's basically like adding a little bit of fabric to your page. And I really miss the days when scrapbook companies used to include borders with their collections. And so a piece of ribbon just gives a nice opportunity to use a little border that's already made and adds some really beautiful and quite delicate, in this case, texture. So I am having a look at what embellishments come with this kit, and there are plenty. And these stickers, boy, are they ever strongly adhered to the background. So you have to be really careful pulling them off of the back so you don't crease them. But this is a little megaphone, and it says, "Let's go." And I'm going to call this page, "Let's Go Play in the Snow." I'm going to use these gorgeous gold foam thickers that come in the main kit, and then these cute, adorable, puffy letter stickers that come in the embellishment add-on. And I'm going to combine them all to make this title that says, "Let's Go Play in the Snow." And I'm running out of space on my I'm just using my thickers packaging here to just kind of figure out where my title is going to go. I didn't want to pull out a piece of wax paper. I'm nesting the word play so that it's kind of playfully nested with itself to make it a little bit smaller so that it doesn't take up as much space on the page. And then I'm going to space out in and the so that it is the entire width of the word play. And then I'm putting snow, and I really wish that the W had a little flourish on it, but none of them do. So I'm going to take the flourish off of one of the Zs and just attach it to the top of one of the arms of the W. And now I have a little flourishy W that just finishes off my title quite nicely. And those letter stickers have a variety of different options for many of the letters, so it's worth taking your time to just have a look and decide if you want the flourishy one or the plain one or the narrow one or the thick one. So now I'm just going to draw some journaling lines. I stuck my journaling template underneath of the Y there so that I could nestle my lines amongst the letters. And then I just extended it a little bit so that it didn't all line up. I'm testing my purple pen on the back of this just to see how it looks on the craft. It's very subtle. This is a Sarasa clip pen, and I have two sets of them. They're the two vintage sets are the ones that I have. I don't know exactly which set the purple one comes in, but I'm loving these pens for journaling. My journaling here says it wasn't until February that we got any real snow last year. When school was canceled one day in February, Sophie, Annabelle, and Mads made a snow Mario man. Then I'm just going back with a black felt tip pen and underlining. And underlining in the black just provides a little bit of contrast with the purple text, just to emphasize the fact that it's purple. Now, the MTK confetti mix that comes in the Celebrate kit is to die for this month. I love the little snowflakes that come in it. And so the snowflakes, we get 6 silver and 6 blue amongst all of those beautiful confetti pieces. The confetti pieces include pink, blue, turquoise, and black. And I'm selectively not including any of the black pieces here. And there was this little gap between the N in snow and the letters in the, and I just wanted to put a couple of little pieces of confetti in there just to fill that little gap a little bit. So I'm just sprinkling these little bits of confetti pieces every here and there to add some visual interest around my title on this beautiful craft background. I'm using my Art Glitter Dries Clear Designer adhesive here, and I'm also using my pickup stick. Both of these are available in our shop. If you're looking for these and you subscribe to our kits, you can add it onto your order any month. And these products make placing these little pieces of confetti and sequins so easy. I just love using them. So now I'm just adding a caption to my photo here. It just says February 20th, 2023. And I'm having one last look at my page just to see if there's anything else that I'd like to add here. And what I've decided to do, because I'm wishing that there was some gold over here on this side, this is one of my favorite things to do if I need to repeat the texture and pattern of my thickers, is I just use 2 V's, I turn them sideways and use them as an arrow somewhere on my page, and that just allows me to repeat that element in another place without having to put a word there. Now, those letter stickers look amazing on the craft background, but they don't pop out quite as much as I was wanting them to. So I'm taking my Sakura Jelly Roll pen. This is my Jelly Roll 10 white ink pen, and I really love using this one for outlining around the outside edges of my letter stickers to make them pop like this. So I'm just going to outline the entire edges of all of them. You're not going to see me do the inside of the O. I did go back and do it. I just forgot. I just skipped it here, but I went back before I took my photos. So when you see the photos, you'll see that that is actually filled in as well. And I think that that just adds quite a bit of punch to my title, and you can see it even more in the photos. It's not quite showing up all that well because the glitter on the letters are so sparkly. Now I'm just showing how the Joy Kit came with a few extra embellishments, including a little paper clip that I put on there, but then I didn't use the other things that I was thinking about. So here are the photos coming up. Thank you, by the way, and a shout out to my patrons who were shown on the last screen. I really appreciate their support, which helps make this channel happen. Here are some of the close-ups. Look at how beautiful that marker looks on the craft background. These photos are a little bit more accurate as well. I've changed my setup and my lighting is not quite right on my video. These photos are actually more accurate to what the layout actually looks like compared to the video footage. I'll try to tweak that footage so that my next layout process video will be more accurate to the true colors. Here are all the places where you can find me on social media. In the meantime, you guys take care and have a really great scrappy week.